Hello, and welcome to Easy Sentinel 5P, which provides easy access to satellite measurements. Sentinel 5P is European Space Agency satellite dedicated to monitoring chemical composition of the Earth's atmosphere. Data is available to anyone on Copernicus Open Access Data Hub since about the second half of 2018. Daily volume of this data for 4 chemical species is more than 30 gigabytes or more than 10 terabytes per year. I download and process it so that it takes much less storage space and is prepared in the best way possible for use in this web application I wrote in Python using mostly NumPy, Flask and Bouquet. Currently the application is only accessible on my local machine and the archive only contains data for first 3 months of 2020. The archive is continuously being expanded and I am working on making the application accessible through the internet. Let's see some of what it can show us. So first we're gonna take a look at the average concentration of nitrogen dioxide in January 2020. So for that we set start and end date and click OK. Okay, so we see elevated areas with elevated concentrations are north of Italy, Tehran and China. We zoom in on a higher resolution by double clicking. And we can zoom in some more by scrolling. Now these cyan circles, they denote cities. Blue signs, they show power plants, and black signs, they show refineries. And this image clearly shows that the most industrial part of Italy truly stands out in the concentrations of nitrogen dioxide in the whole Europe. Now let's take a look at concentration of aerosol on the 1st January 2020. So we only set a start date. At that time there were massive wildfires going on in Australia and we can see the plume extending around the Earth. So let's move forward in time by clicking this arrow. Go to another day and we go to the 4th of January. So we see that the smoke has actually traveled quite a way around the globe. So again, by double clicking we can zoom in on this area and zoom into highest resolution. And on this resolution we actually see that it was not just one area burning, but there are several distinct areas where the smoke was originating. Now when fuel derived from organic matter burns, it also produces formaldehyde. And let's take a look at the average concentration of formaldehyde in the first 3 months of 2020. And we see some elevated concentrations here, here and here. And again, by double clicking we zoom in on Thailand. And we can zoom in some more. We see that yes, they do have a number of power plants and there are a number of cities, but these elevated concentrations of formaldehyde are actually not correlated to presence of cities or power plants, but they do seem to be correlated to presence of forests. And it is a mystery why there are such high concentrations, but that is exactly the purpose of this tool. It is to show us things we cannot see otherwise and to help us ask questions and make observations that we otherwise could not.